evening. This is Copper Color Lifestyle. Back at it once again. Nighttime, as you can see. Liking that shit. So, my name is Marcus Dwayne Griffin. Also, War Chief Thunder and the God of War. Dig it. Introduce yourself.
My name is Christian Lee Griffin. Chris Son. And you can also call me Cyrus, a fiery warrior. Go on here, bro.
I am Ethel Griffin, also known as the One of Many Voices. My spiritual brethren, they refer to me as the Umbra, the God of Darkness.
And we are here representing the mother, our brother Emmanuel,
and our ancestors.
You got that? All right. Let's kick the ballistics. So, the subject tonight, we are discussing the mindsets of people. And what do I mean when I say the mindsets? Specifically, in this case, this one here is going to be a little bit personal. Now, we handling business, as always. But this one of the times, I'm going to kind of mix the two, because this one's a little bit personal. We're talking about the mindsets of people and the stuff they want to say to you involving your situation when they wail on the outside and really don't know shit. And they getting one side of the motherfucking story. Ain't that right, little brother? You're sitting there telling the story the way you want to tell it, but I know you ain't telling the shit right. Now, the person I'm going to name in just a little bit, but I'm going to name you right, so you can't come back on me with that bullshit. You know, he come calling here today to my nephew here, talking about some shit that I know he heard from my little brother, his boss. Now, I don't know if he's trying to brown nose or kiss up or suck up or whatever you want to call it. No disrespect. I'm just asking the question. But before you come calling, getting all in family business, and you ain't family, and you don't know shit about it, for real. Come calling with that high and mighty bullshit. Like you know something. Like you got a dog in the fight. What, you looking for, a quarter raise? And the same fucking title? Why don't you mind your motherfucking business, sir? So that's the kind of negative mindset that we talking about tonight. See, it'll be a time when we'll probably talk more about that positive shit, and we might do some tonight in just a minute here when I pass this microphone. But for right now, I'm talking about that negative bullshit. See, that's the kind of shit where people just cause problems where problems don't need to be. And we already got problems there. So we don't need no extra. And we don't need your opinion or your motherfucking advice about shit you don't know about. And anybody else out there who see this and hear this, if you in that same shit, get away from it. If you a victim of it, and if you doing that shit, You just need to stop. Because you ain't nothing but a problem. And don't we got enough of that? I sure as fuck think so. But maybe I'm wrong. But I doubt it. So I'm going to pass it on over to Chris on here and let him tell you the way he feel about it. But he going to give his take the way he do it. Because he a little bit different from me. Take it on, man.
Appreciate that. So, my whole thing about the whole situation, when you come to me or you call me, you don't want to truthfully hear my side. You already in your mind made up the story, got the story, and feel like you know it better than I do when it's my life, my story. So, for all people, for you to truthfully come in to anybody's life and want to so-called give advice, don't go creating the story already without hearing that person's side, truthfully, genuinely. All you doing is judging that person based off a story you don't even all the way have or have at all. So how you think that person's supposed to feel? And then, not only that, you make up the story and then you question my love and my heart for my daughter. Like you been in my shoes. Like you can truthfully tell me the love that I have for my little princess. And tell me the mindset that I don't have. My brother, you don't know, man, you don't know nothing about me. And I'm gonna keep it business. I ain't even gonna get emotional with it.
This ain't emotional. This man shit.
But then for you to create my mindset and yours and then question, like I say, something that we don't think, we don't believe. It's not a religion. It's what we know to be true. And for you to come to us when you still question the stuff that you believe in on a daily. Brother, I asked you if you know about ancestors. And you tell me you know everything about it. And then when I tell you they're there with you, they're watching over you, you tell me ancestors dead. They gone after they die.
Is that right?
They ain't got no consciousness to it. Really, brother? For all my spiritual people, y'all should really just put really in the comments. Because all of y'all know this. Even the ones that somewhat don't know, they even know that is their people, their past ones are watching over them. You don't even believe in that? You don't believe in an afterlife after this? A home that we truthfully not there just yet? But now you want to believe all that bull crap that the world feed you on a daily basis. You here on earth to work your life away. Do the same shit every day. And then when somebody else kind of goes off that path, you come and you tell them to get back in line, basically, by telling me that my choices is the wrong choices. Because I choose not to be in the system like most of my brothers and sisters, including you. I got away from my father because I see how he is. You stuck up under him. He messed up that relationship for you, so for the time, so I can explain it good. He also told me that I need to go and rekindle the relationship with me and my father. Tell you this thing, since you know so much. That's for my father to do on 2 levels. One, he's supposed to be the leader and example, but he ain't. But then on top of that, he messed that up. I came to him with nothing but love and genuine trying to talk to him. But he reversed it and let whatever my mama keep putting in his head make him lash out like he did and call me what was it? Something about broke down daddy, something, or, something like that.
Yeah, some kind of fucking.
But, I'm just putting it out there since we want to kind of tell the story. Let's get the right details. So, that I'm not obligated to do a damn thing, my brother. Neither is nobody else in the world if they choose not to go back into bull crap or bullshit. That's their choice. That's to any of y'all. So don't ever feel bad that you made a choice to stay away from some negativity and allow anybody to sit there and make you feel like you guilty of it. You do what's the best for you. I'm doing what's best for me because I know going that route ain't nothing but a negative route until he really truly decide to change.
You know what? I think you explained enough to his ass.
Still play about it.
But that's for all the other people too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Whichever side you need to hear it. But yeah, I think he made a pretty good point. Y'all need to work on their mindsets. And if you know they fucked up, or if you think they fucked up, you need to change it. Change it for yourself and change it for your people. Especially those colored couple people, those copper colored people. My bad. Copper colored. You know what it is. So now, we're gonna let my son here, Echo, say what he gotta say. And then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Go ahead.
A prime example of this entire situation is my mother, both her and my father. My entire objective for 3 years was to leave her environment, and I did that last year. Eventually, of course, my mother, being the hypocrite she would be, decided to finally contact me through my sister's phone and tell me that how much she loves me and how much I should come back whenever I need to. While knowing the entire time my entire objective was to leave. A question I had for myself is, why in the world does she want me back, knowing good and damn well that I was planning on leaving this entire time? I don't know. Eventually, I've moved around October of last year. It went solid for about 2 months, give or take. However, approximately 2 months afterwards, which was December, after Christmas, my father, knowing that I have nowhere to go, I was barely good at getting a job, while knowing that I have applied for constants of jobs, left and right, actually interviewed and applied for these jobs. And he knows I put effort in. I put effort in everything that I do, no matter if it's minor or major. And he let me rot outside approximately 4 hours after the day of Christmas. He kicked me out while knowing that I have nowhere to go. I had no job, so I have no income, and I have no one to take me anywhere around that part of the place. Especially because I know no one around me besides my parents. Both my father and his wife, which makes her my stepmother. And then I ended up in the homeless shelter. All because of him thinking that I know so much that I can just figure out a way to get an apartment the next day I get kicked out. Which didn't make sense anyway because I didn't have income for that matter, so how would I provide that money to do that?
That's impossible.
He knows that I don't have any money. He knows that I have no job, no actual job that I could work for almost 2 days. After 2 days, my apologies. And even still, he didn't know that none of the other jobs that I ever had that did pay me, by the way, gave me. You don't know how much money that they really gave me. They didn't even give me hundreds of dollars. They probably gave like around the tens limit. I got a check of $33. I got one from like 15. But long story short, he knows that I don't have any more money to actually help me get a house or to do anything of that matter. So I have to figure out myself how to get to everywhere that I want to. I don't want to make this too long because I know that by how much time it is right now.
Go ahead. I'll stop you in a minute.
I got you. Moral of the story is, and to be quite honest, I also knew a friend. We were actually very close to each other. Her name was Rami. We have been friends for almost 2 months, approximately. Why almost 2 months, even if it almost was 3, is because that she made the choice to move right back to the one person that treated her wrong and kicked her out of their house, and decided to just fully cut me off, while knowing that the entire plan, whenever we were around, was to leave, was to make plans to leave and go somewhere else.
So, he put a lot of story into a fairly short time, if you know him. He could have turned that into 3 hours easy. But he summed it up pretty good. And by the way, that's my spiritual son, not his biological father, the one who kicked him out with no money and no fucking where to go. See, that's one of the things he was talking about. And he was also talking about at first his wicked mother. Now see, I ain't gonna call her no bad names here, but she is wicked. Oh, and she's a Jesus Christ lover too, supposedly. Go figure, huh? But I'm gonna leave that alone right now. And she didn't treat him right. She did not treat him well at all throughout the lifetime that he lived with her, like 17 years. And then he got out and moved in with his father, his biological father. Let me make sure I specify that.
Yeah, just to real quick let y'all know how this woman think. She said that Jesus wasn't nice, and niceness is not a thing to be.
It's just stupid. That's just stupid shit. That don't even make no motherfucking sense. I ain't gonna even try to figure that dumb shit out. I'm a little mad at my nephew for even saying it.
I just want them to get out my
Yeah, you ain't gotta put no example. She wicked. She's a wicked ass follower of Jesus fucking Christ. Good enough. But I ain't gonna harp on her too much. I said enough right now. Oh, and Vanny. Now I ain't gonna get too hard on her, because apparently she do have some redeeming qualities. So kudos to you. But she left him high and dry too, when it was all said and done. And he had her back, no matter what. I know this to be true. And I didn't have to be there to see it. But that's okay. Because a lot of times things really do happen for a reason. And he ended up with us. And he better off than he's been pretty much his whole life in a lot of ways. Because he's safe. That's the first fucking thing. He's protected. But I'm going to pause for a second. But I'm going to stick on that subject, but I'm going to put it here. He's protected. Not only by us, but by the Most High, Emmanuel, and the ancestors. Believe that shit or not. That's what it is.
And that's what it's always been.
And that's what it will forever be. Trust that. So yeah. Oh yeah, real quick. Back to the beginning. Muhammad. Mr. Muhammad. And he go by 2 letters. You know, it could be EJ, it could be JE. I'm not sure. But you know who you are. So like I said, and I know we separated by this internet and a whole lot of miles. So I guess both of us are just safe, right? Probably so. And that's a good thing. And I'll leave it at that. Mind your own fucking business. Don't come here with that self-righteous bullshit when you don't know nothing, and truth be told, you don't give a fuck. That's the crazy part.
Truthfully, I don't believe in that.
But he don't give a fuck about what's going on with you or your daughter.
I'm just saying what's sad for him at this point.
And fuck that. Just stay out of shit. I'm sure you got plenty of problems of your own. Worry about your family and what the fuck they doing. Because you really ain't got shit to do with this one. And I don't appreciate that shit. Personally. Now that's us handling business for your ass. So yeah, once again, representing, let them know.
Representing the mother, my brother Emmanuel.
And our ancestors.
You got that? So we're gonna go ahead and sign off. But we'll be back, because we're gonna have a whole lot more to say about any damn thing that we need to talk about. And don't forget, my people, you have a spirit. And once you leave this earth, it lives on. But where you go, and this is the gospel truth, that's gonna be up to you. So, good night from the Copper Color Lifestyle. See you on the next one. We out.